Hi everyone, it's Chris. Welcome to my parlour. I know it's been an age. It's November and I have a really hard time in November. I won't go into details in this video, but some of you might know of my history with grief and depression. So November's not a good month for me. It never has been, and each year there's a different sort of layer to everything else. Depends on what's happened during the year, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm back for a little bit of a reading for you today. I have had a request to do a 2024 reading to see what might be happening for the year, whether or not it's going to be an improvement on the last couple of years. For some of us have been a bit rough. So I thought I would do that today. It's almost December, so another 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it is, to 2024. So let's have a look. 2024 turns out to be an 8 year. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. So it's an 8 year. Some of us may also have a birthday personal year in an 8 year as well. So it depends on numerology. I'm not that cluey on numerology, so I have borrowed some information online. I will link what I have found. I am not associated with the link, but I thought it sounded it gave me the information that I needed in a very precise way and one that I could understand. And that's important for me at the moment, to understand things. And next year will be a time of understanding the information that we receive. So that's really an important thing as well. So that could bring in our crown chakra, our intuitive chakra, which is the brow chakra, and our throat chakra as well. Understanding information and how we accept other people's information, and how we verbalize and share that information as well. So, but an 8 year is an interesting year. It's an even year. It's a year of personal power and for understanding, reward, balance, and achievement. It's our own true power, standing in our own true power. And you get what you want in an 8 year. However, be specific and realistic in what you are asking for in an 8 year. You need to bring in the information and understand what it is that you are asking for, why you are asking for it, and what you hope to achieve with what you receive. Remembering, we receive what we need, not necessarily what we want. Sometimes we receive both, a good combination. Yay! But most of the time it's a combination of, okay, I've received mostly what I want. I've definitely received what I need. It may not be exactly the same as I first thought I would receive, but I am grateful for that. And remembering, when we are manifesting what we want, remembering that sometimes if we are incorporating someone else in our manifestation, their input may not be part of their life path. So I think sometimes we need to adjust for that. I need to adjust my own manifestation for next year, knowing that I'm going to be wanting other people to be willing to come along with me, but it may not be their life path. So I'm going to have to think about how I word my manifestation for next year, including them. But if it's within their life path, if they've chosen to follow with me, that's great. Yay. If they don't, then that's their choice. So you know what I mean? So you can't force someone to follow along with you if it's not their path, if it's not their journey as well. They may follow a little bit with you, but then they may have their own needs. So this could be especially in relationship to relationships, whether or not you want someone else to be part of your life. Are they is that part of their soul's journey. So just be wary of that. Also too, there are a lot of things that don't happen because perhaps we've already received that and we're asking for it again. We may not receive it. For example, I'll just give you an example here. About 10 years ago, my life really wasn't in balance, especially in one area of my life, so I tried my best to manifest a better balance for myself, a better outcome in that area of my life. So I worked towards that. I put some effort into it because it was hard work, but I put my effort into it as well, and I received that 7 years ago. And sometimes my life goes in 7-year cycles, so I'm getting to that 7-year itch. It's not just for relationship, guys, it's a 7-year itch for me. So I am sort of in the same sort of situation, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I put myself back into that situation in a way. Some of the decisions that I've made have actually put me back into a similar situation, but not so dire. I tell you, I chose it because it was the best option for me at that time. But I don't think the universe is going to provide another out for me. So I'm going to have to work on that myself. So I'm going to have to reword my manifestation. So that's another thing too to think about when you're making manifestation. I don't think The Secret is as honest and open for people either. This is just me rambling on. Sorry, I'll link the reading number like I always do. So for example, The Secret. This is another part of my manifestation as well, so it's sort of relevant. Manifesting money, right? The Secret says to make mantras up. The universe will always provide. I'm happy. I always have enough to pay my bills, and the universe will provide. That sort of thing. I don't know exactly what kind of mantra to use, but that's sort of the idea. You know, the universe will provide everything that I need financially. I'm in a good place financially, and I will continue to be in a good place financially. That sort of thing, idea, right? What if that's your mantra and you're a little bit short on funds? You always are a little bit short on funds. You know, you live paycheck to paycheck. You have $50 to spend on a new pair of shoes. So that's your budget. Carefully budgeted out to provide you $50 to buy a new pair of shoes. So you go into the shoe shop and you walk out with a $500 pair of designer clogs. And you've still got rent to pay. How does that mantra fit in with that? How will the universe provide the money that you've just spent on $500 worth of clogs when you still got that much money left to pay in rent? How does that mantra work for you? So the year 8 is specifically about materialistic financial gain. It's a year 8 for that. So be realistic on how you make your mantras up. You know what I mean? Does that make sense for you today? That's just my idea. That's just my rambling. So, okay, year 8, 2024 is a year 8. It's a personal power year. It's true personal power that sits within yourself. Understanding, reward, balance, and achievement. You get what you want. However, be specific and realistic. Regain your power and find a way to live as freely as possible within your power. Okay, so 8 is a power, material, and financial gain, and changing the status quo. So it's changing what and how you live and changing it within your ability to do so, within your power to do so. using accurate information with a correct understanding of that information that you receive. It's about consistent hard work and determined decisions and adjustments. So we make all those when we make our decisions next year. We adapt and change as necessary as the information comes through, as we understand it. Okay, so when you are in line with your desire that comes from the heart, comes from love, its power can drive you. So that's really another thing that's coming through here quite strongly with the year 8 message here. Now, our cat has control over what happens every year, no matter what number it is. So I'm using the Cat's Rule of the Earth Tarot to go through some information here. So that is all coming through. So the reading is about to start, so I'm going to put the time down now at 11 o'clock. 11:11 I think we'll put it down for. How about that? Okay, 11:11, it's on there now. 11:11, that's the time it starts. Okay, so when I wrote out January, look what happened. I come out with Jason. Jason Momoa. Gorgeous man, Jason Momoa. So that's just for me, guys. Okay, so I chose all of the 8s from the deck because it is an 8 year. And look at that, it all comes true with what the 8 years all about, and it's more likely like the 8 of Pentacles year, isn't it? Really, it's a time of hard work, understanding information, utilizing the information that you have, adding information, searching for information, listening to information, reading information, and then using your skills to work towards your goals in 2024. So it's not going to be an easy year for some of us, but if you're determined and push forward with it, using your own power, using the direction of the love that you feel for your power and what it is that you want to achieve, achieving those goals is possible in 2024. So it's more likely an 8 year but it's like a year of Pentacles, isn't it? The practical side of life is coming through, the materialistic side of life is coming through. So that is what the year is about. Also too, it's about the year of the 8 of Wands. It's about moving forward very quickly, but with precise movement. So things might come through for us very quickly next year. The information comes through quite quickly and we might get overwhelmed with all of that. But if we can break it down into smaller achievable goals, even though we can still move forward in a brisk pace, we move forward with understanding and knowledge. Does that make sense for yesterday? So also, it could be a time of restriction if we don't understand the information that's coming through for us, or if we're moving through with the wrong set of ideals, and if we're not set with love, and we're not set with hope, and we're just barreling through without giving much thought to the outcome. We can restrict ourselves, we can restrict our information, we can restrict our movement, and it's all self-restriction. It's not because the information is not out there, it's because we haven't researched it perhaps, or don't understand the information that we receive. We haven't got the financial ability to move forward because we've spent a $50, we spend our $50 plus some buying those $500 clogs, or we buy our lunch every day at the cafe from work because it's convenient instead of bringing our own food, or we go out for dinner every night instead of having a home cooked meal, or we purchase whatever we purchase, we don't really need it, but we've seen it and we liked it and we bought it, and that's restricting us too. So it could be that coming through. So definitely move forward with being realistic about how you proceed materialistically and financially. That's the same thing, isn't it? But it could also be a year of receiving physical things. So it could be a time of buying a house, buying land, setting up a financial portfolio, buying a car, going on a holiday, something, putting towards something physical as well in an 8 year. So don't restrict yourself financially if you want to buy something nice down the track, but keep materializing what it is that you want, and you can go far. Sometimes we have to leave the past behind, or we just understand that a new beginning is happening, the 7 year cycle is starting all over again, the 8 year cycle, whatever cycle that is that you're on at the moment, it's time to move forward and start again. Be willing to start again if necessary. So that's what's coming through here, I think, with the 8 year. So let's pour a cup of positivity for our opportunities in 2024. So a cup of positivity for our opportunities in 2024. So let's have a look and see the general energy of the year itself for us. Remembering to take what you need and leave the rest. Take what's truth for you. If something doesn't sit right, then leave it behind. Remembering it's all within your power to understand the information that comes to you. Understand it, take it with you, or leave it behind. It's up to you. So, 2024, how's it going to be for some of us? Are we going to achieve our goals? You could start out on one path and end up somewhere else. But that's again because the choices you make, the information you receive, you make adjustments. So, it's an interesting year. All about self-adjustment, self-realization, self-power, motivation, keeping yourself in check, not having temper tantrums because you can't get what you want, putting aside a little bit of money, still enjoying your life, but putting a little bit aside to get what you really want, not just waiting for it to fall into your lap. This is no time to sit on your tuchus and wait for things to happen. It's a year for you to make things happen. Okay, so 2024, guys. Oh, the Jack of Clubs, the Jack of Wands. I use playing cards as an alternative to tarot. I don't use it as a general cartonomacy meanings. I can't work my mind around that today. I use it as a tarot. I don't use it as the general meanings. Okay, so if you want to look into that, that's okay. But I use it as an alternative to tarot because not everyone has tarot decks at home, and some people just want to have their fortune told, and most people do have playing cards, so that's what I use. So the Jack of Clubs is the Jack of Wands. He's a go-getter, isn't he? This is about movement forward. It's about getting what you want. Balance and achievement. Get what you want. Be specific and realistic, though. And the Jack of Wands is always definitely realistic. Sometimes he rushes forward and he falls flat on his tuchus, but he understands where he went wrong or she went wrong, and he or she, up they get and start again. They don't turn back. They take each moment as it comes. They do pause sometimes, and a pause is not a stop, it's just a pause. So that's what's coming through here for you next year. So let's have a look at some possibilities, okay? Each month I'll give you some possibilities and a clarifier. So for January 2024, what might be happening for some of us? Taking a financial risk might be coming through here, or taking a gamble on something, not necessarily money, but taking a gamble on something, playing your cards right, placing your bets, hedging your bets, whatever might be coming through here. So it's a time to take a chance. It could be the Fool card coming through here. Time to take a chance, but a calculated risk, knowing what you're willing and can afford to lose, and not going beyond that. Does that make sense for you? But perhaps even receiving something more back, but taking a calculated risk for next year in January. It's also a time perhaps for a dispute to be finalised. However that goes is how it goes. I don't know, because, you know, this is not saying one way or the other. This is just a dispute resolution, and hopefully it's a win-win, so everyone gets a little bit of what they want. So that's going to come through for January for some of us, and a major change. But again, you can choose where you want it to go. A major change, up or down, depends on your circumstances. So a major change is coming through for us in January, already opening up the possibilities for a steady year. So what else? We'll clarify that for January, please. January. The Ace of Pentacles. Opportunities abound, but you are in control of how you utilize those opportunities. Understand those opportunities, take advantage of those opportunities, or leave them. The choice is yours. There's a time of opportunity in January. Okay, so I'll cross that off. We've done January. February. What is possible in February 2024? What is possible? I see some of us working at new jobs. That resume may have hit the right employer. They found it very interesting. You might be given a job opportunity. Some of us are moving home. Some of us are moving overseas, in several different states perhaps, relocating of some sort coming through for some of us, buying property, or finding yourself within the opportunity to buy property, an investment property or something else like that. Some of us are going to be travelling. Some of us are finally realising what our goal actually is. We've been putting our poker in the fire, and we have too many pokers, so you're taking a few pokers out and just leaving one, and then realising that was the most important one all along. So, but in February, what might be possible in February for some of us? A relationship with an older couple, middle-aged beyond couple, so middle-aged to old age, a couple that's been together forever. There's a change coming for them. Community, getting together and working within the community is coming through for some of us. Get together, community-minded spirit of advancement, clubs, working for charities, that sort of thing comes through with us. Coming through here with that, people might actually find a spiritual connection with a local church, a local group. That comes through here as well. And for all of us, make a wish in regards to what it is that we want and how we want to progress in February. Okay, clarifier please. This is also saying that our decisions in February does involve other people. We're not making them based solely on ourselves, so it's also about taking into consideration other people's perspectives, especially with an older couple. For some of us, we might need to make decisions for them. That sort of thing comes through here. Making end of life decisions. Some of us maybe not a very nice thing to think about, but it's a realistic part of life. So, but also to making a wish. Clarify, please. The Six of Pentacles. Give and take. Understanding the give and take of what it is to be a human, to be who we are, to be part of a community, to be part of a group, to be part of a couple, to be part of a family, friends, social work. It's the give and take of that. So hopefully we give and take in equal measure, but this is a time to think about in February whether or not you're giving too much or not giving enough. So that is also coming through for some of us in February. So bear that in mind. Okay, for March. What's coming through with March, please? Yes, ma'am. You can see what that one coming through here. Yes, ma'am. M-A-M. March, please. My son's birthday is in March. So what's coming through for March, please? Financial dealings come through in March. How are we doing financially? Are we got enough to spend? The universe does provide, and I know The Secret does have these sort of affirmations and mantras. And yes, I'm not knocking the mantras, I'm not knocking the affirmations. But this is about being realistic in all aspects. My financial manifestation next year needs to be realistic, what I can afford to spend and what I can afford to lose, and what I want to bring in. So I need to be realistic about that. So March might be coming through with a choice for me financially. Can I afford it, or do I need to leave it go? So budget comes through here for a lot of us in March. But also too, some love comes through, luck and love. So some of us might be making a commitment, some of us might meet our true love, some of us might go on a blind date and find out that they're the perfect person for us, or we may get married, get engaged, or someone in the family might be getting engaged, or just sort of feeling lucky that we are within the partnership, that we are who we are and who we have in our lives. So that might be coming through, and it's time to meet new people, find new people, socialise, get out there and have a good time. Because all work and no play makes Jill and Jack dull people. So go out there and have some fun in March. So a time to celebrate perhaps a wedding, an engagement. Who's paying? Might be coming through here. There might be a wedding to organise, or a honeymoon to organise, or a holiday to organise. Coming through for some of us. Be realistic in how much you want to spend. Go out there and meet new people as well. Remember we had the community. Maybe this is a part of that, an extension of that from the month before. Clarify, please. The Three of Wands. Or there could be a holiday. It could be a movement forward through here. There's definitely something out there waiting for some of us to discover. A new place of being, a sea change, a tree change, seeking new pastures, seeking what's really out there, because we've come to a point where we want to change and we need something different, and you feel as though, yeah, this is the time to move. This is where the opportunity is, and I'm going towards it. You may need to move towards it. It may not come directly to you, but it's certainly a different change moving through here, one to move towards. So that could be coming through for some of us as well. Okay, April. My daughter's birthday is in April. So let's have a look. For April, please, the possibilities. Oh, I need another drink. I just going to pour a little bit more tea, I think. Okay. Possibilities for April. Success, financial success by the looks of it. A work plan's going to pay off, or you're getting paid a bit more, maybe a raise coming through for somebody. Perhaps a investment has come to maturity. Someone may be paying back a loan, maybe a loan has been finalised. But there's definitely a letter concerning money coming through here. Something of a contract comes through here, and there's a bit of money involved in it, but success is leading you forward here. A great deal of success. It could be due to someone, a family member perhaps has passed away. It's not very nice to think about, but there could be a what do you call it? Inheritance coming through for some of us, or there could be a message through someone that has just passed away, and you feel the comfort of them, you feel them watching over you, you can feel the messages coming through for you. You may even receive some messages through a clairvoyant or through a medium, through my channel perhaps. You might sense someone from your distant past who's passed away. Your ancestors might be coming through here. You might receive some ancestral messages, some DNA messages coming through here. You might even have an ancestral DNA test done. That sort of thing comes through here. But it's definitely success on a monetary level, and just feeling as though, yeah, you're being watched over and you're being protected, and just for that really good feeling of, yeah, I'm not alone, and we all have a part to play in each other's lives, and we're still here. Does that make sense? Let's clarify that. So April is going to be a good month for some of us. Yay. Trip down memory lane comes through here as well. Trips down memory lane. Just reminiscing. Getting together with other family members perhaps, or friends. Just remembering those that have passed, that we've loved, and we never forget. Get together with family, get together with friends comes through here. Forgiving old wounds comes through here. Not burning bridges, mending bridges, that sort of thing comes through here. Seek and forgive, that comes through. Family reunions come through here as well. But success definitely on a financial level, and success in whatever achievements you wanted to accomplish in April, what could be coming through, be finalised in April, or may lead to a successful outcome further along, but you may start the process in April. Clarify, please. The King of Cups. And definitely emotional month, though, for many, many, many of us. April comes through with Easter as well, around about that time, so a lot of family thinking about and things like that comes through here. The King of Cups is usually fairly stable emotionally, but he can get a little bit, or she can get a bit overwhelmed from time to time. So understanding where your emotions are, perhaps not trying to become too emotionally attached to something, or if you are emotionally attached, be honest and open about how attached you are. So you might come through, you might find someone that you're falling in love with, for example, how open and honest you want to be about how you love them. You may be wanting to tell them you love them, but you're not too sure how it's going to be received. That sort of thing comes through here. Or there's family reunions, as I mentioned. It's a very emotional time. A lot of reminiscing comes through here. So it's an emotional time. How emotionally secure do you feel? That might be coming through in April. So let's have a look at May. Just taking a peek into 2024. We're looking at May. What's possible, please? 1, 2, 3. Another good month. A positive month. Lots of positivity in May. No judgment here, but I feel some of us might embark on an affair, or be the recipient of an affair coming through here. It says an affair of the follies, a love affair. Or sometimes we just fall in love and it's crazy. And you think, why are we in love? Why do I feel an attraction to you? Because it's meant to be. Right or wrong, said no judgment. I'm not judging anyone here. But this is an affair that shouldn't be, but it is. And it's one of those affairs that need to happen for some reason. Remembering when we talked about other people and what we want to manifest and how other people get involved, whether they want to or not, but usually within their own choice. But sometimes people are dragged into choices, or they make things happen because we need to learn something. So this is like having an affair with somebody, even though it's not kosher, no judgment. But it's one of those relationships that need to happen. Whether you it's one of those things. It's just one of those things. I can't explain it more than that, okay? So this could be a twin flame finally connecting with you. It could be a soulmate coming and you think, oh my God, I just need this person in my life for however long they are attached to me. Right or wrong, no judgment. But it could lead to a relocation. Remember, we're talking about information and understanding that information, taking it on board and moving with it, as long as it sits true with you. So there's information coming through with this one here too. So there could be a relocation, whether it's a house, a home, or work, business, whatever you need a key for. You've got several here to choose from. Okay, so that might be coming through for some of us in May. But overall, it's going to be a joyful month for most of us. So it can't be all that bad, can it? So it's a joyful month. So whatever it is, I think for some of us, we can just feel really good. It's sort of coming towards the hump month. June's very much the hump month, but this is leading up to the hump month. So if we can have a good ending for May, why not? It will take us into June then. So a happy ending for May in whatever form that might be for you. So something gets resolved, something feels good. You feel as though, yeah, I've done what I needed to do. I'm okay about it. Let's clarify. clarifying for May. The Nine of Cups. Yeah, it's going to end up okay. It's going to end up on a really nice note. So the end of May is going to feel, most of May is going to feel pretty good for some of us. Better for some of us than others. But overall, it's like a wish fulfillment card for May. May is going to bring about a lot of hope, a lot of changes, but a lot of self-care as well. Remember to take care of yourself as well. And spirit messages come through here. I want to take another card. This one sneaks out at me for May. Even though it's going to be a really good month, what else are we talking about here? What is it? I get soul searching, a lot of opening up, being honest and open with those that we love. Warts and all comes through here. Just acceptance as warts and all. But this is what happens. This is life. But it's overall pretty good. I'm pretty happy with my life as it is. And there's more to look forward to. Comes through here with May. But what else? Another clarifier, please. Someone's on your wavelength. You speak the same language. Speaking the same language with somebody. You feel this is coming through to that card, isn't it? You're so different to everything else, but overall you're so similar. It's just like talking to yourself in the mirror, but you speak the same language. It's what's coming through here. So this person, that whoever this person is, good or bad, no judgment, as I said, you speak the same language, and it's just right. It has to happen. It's just yeah. So that's for May. Okay, the hump month, June. What happens in June? June, July is end of financial year here in Australia, so that could be an indication to what might be happening. You might get a really good tax refund, or maybe paying a bit more tax than you realised. But it's coming through here too, so it might be it is a financial month. End of financial year sales. Remembering your budget. Some of us may make a commitment. Some of us may have their promises broken. It's a month like that. This could be a financial promise that's been broken. Maybe you haven't, you don't get enough tax return. Your investment doesn't make as much money as it would. You know, banks promise all this, but they can't always deliver. Something might fall through. A contract might fall through. Someone might break their promise to you. You might break their promise to somebody else. Sort of comes through here. It's not, it can be repaired. It's not impossible. The chasm there's not a very big one, is it? You can repair that. I think it's just a message. Don't make promises you can't keep in June. Okay, so don't make promises you can't keep. If you're gonna promise somebody something, please follow through. And of course, vice versa. You can't always choose what other people do, but hopefully promises don't get broken. But there's potential for promises to be broken for some of us. Some of us are having it's a commitment for some of us. A romantic commitment, a marriage, a contract. It's not necessarily a romantic commitment, but it's normally with this card, but it's definitely a commitment for some of us, or recommitting to something. Perhaps someone's broken their promise in a relationship and it's time of reconciliation, of establishing our commitment to each other. It's coming through here as well. And it's definitely something worth committing to or reevaluating or mending. So this could be a time of mending broken bridges, of reconnecting with somebody, the long lost love, or reconnecting a marriage, or seeking guidance or some sort of thing like that, because this person is just so important. They made a mistake, you made a mistake, it doesn't matter, it happens. Something happened. Well, I seem to be talking about a relationship here, don't I? But this could be just something that's really important. A commitment of some sort, but you know it belongs with you and you couldn't see your life without it in your life. Does that make sense? So you can mend that, whatever it is, whether it's financial, relationship, work, family, friends, whatever the connection is, it's worth having it in your life, and you couldn't see your life without it. So it's worth making the effort to repair. So it might be a time of repair in June, in whatever form that might take. Clarify, please. It's going a long time today. It's probably one of my longest readings I've done in a long time. Clarify, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, he, she, they, them, know what's what. They understand the way life works. They understand the intensity of life. They understand the nitty-gritty of life. And they just make new plans. So if things fall through, okay, why did it fall through? Let's revise and reinitiate or start again. So the Knight of Swords all about understanding, accepting, making new plans, understanding intellectually, and moving forward with that. So it's a time of understanding intellectually that life works this way sometimes. How can we make it better? What can we do now? How can we learn from our mistake and then move forward? Remembering it's all about our personal power, taking back our personal power, making the decisions based on what it is that we need and how to make it work for everybody, of course, but how we're going to make it work for ourselves. So June's about timing and about understanding the situation for what it is. Okay, July. My dad's birthday's in July. Was in July. Okay, for July, please. 1, 2. Okay, some of us might take the wrong turn. Remember we talked about where we start out, we may not finish. You may realise you're headed in the wrong direction, so it's time to turn around, head back, or somewhere else. It's not the wrong decision, it's not the right decision, it's just wrong for this particular moment in your time. So it might be a detour, maybe it's information that you received and think, I might have to go back there, or I might have to go there instead of there today. So it's changing, adapting, adjusting to what is happening for you at the moment, being realistic, being specific about what it is that you want, and perhaps you might need to find a different way. There's nothing wrong with that. Finding a different way to work is sometimes very enjoyable. You find some new areas to see, you find new information. Something like that comes through here, but that's okay. It's going to change your direction. Big time. Big time. But why not? Why not take the opportunity to do something very different? It may take you out of your way for a little while, but it could be very enjoyable, because it also could end up being a fresh start, something brand new, just like a breath of fresh air comes through for us in July. A breath of fresh air, changes direction. But it could be exactly what the doctor ordered. It could be exactly what your soul has in store for you, has tuned for you. The destiny has stepped in perhaps and made a decision for you. All good. All good. Major, major change though. But one that you can feel happy about, because perhaps it's something that you've always wanted. You wanted a change. Well, this is it. If you wanted a sign, this is it. July 2024 is your time to make a decision and to change direction. So let's clarify for some of us. July for some of us. The Four of Swords. Yeah. Oh, maybe it could be a holiday and just recharging those batteries, just sort of letting the wind take you where it may. The change of direction perhaps could be leading you to a time of reflection, a time of just thinking, yeah, I need a bit of a break. This could be the best thing that's ever happened to me. It gives me time to reflect. It gives me time to recuperate. It gives me time to recharge, to start again. Wiping the slate clear, getting a brand new perspective on something because you've taken some time out for yourself. You can understand the information that's come through for you. A lot has happened this year so far up until July, so maybe it's time for self-reflection, time for to sit back and think, where am I going to head the rest of the year? How's the next 5 months going to pan out for me? Let's take some time out to enjoy the process, shall we? Remembering all work and no play makes Jill and Jack a very dull person. So we're getting into August, my birthday, my mum's birthday. Not the same day. So my brother was born on my mum's birthday, and my sister was born 2 days before my mum's birthday. I was right in the middle of August. Okay, so August, what's possibility for some of us? 1, 2. Ooh. I see a blind date for some of us. Friends are going to set you up on a blind date. Do you want that? I never like my friends' blind dates because they're always people who couldn't get anybody. So they're desperate. Oh, we'll set you up with Chris. She won't care. So someone could be set you up for a blind date. Could be. Or you might see a friend in a totally different light. You may not have seen them quite like this before. And you think, it could be a relationship here. They're very different to you. But someone's definitely going to introduce you to somebody. For some of us, we're going to be introduced to somebody. Or we'll meet somebody in a group setting that we think, yeah, we like this person. Or new employee comes to your work and you think, I like this person, they like me. They're very different, but hey, that's the beauty of life. That's the way that happens sometimes. We think, you meet friendships and you think, you're very different from me, but we have the same sort of ideas, but, let's have a bit of fun. So this is about getting together with friends, having fun, enjoying life, finding people who are a bit different to us, but still similar enough to have some enjoyment with, however long they're in your life for. If you don't like them first time, you don't have to see them again. If you like them, all the better, because it could be true love coming through here, or just having a good time with friends. So August is going to be a time to just to chill, to relax and meet people, do something different, try a new club, go to a band, meet someone online, open up a chat room. That sort of thing comes through here as well. Meeting new people, changing jobs even, going to a new cafe for an afternoon tea and meeting up with somebody. 2 things just turned over by themselves. Be realistic though about who you meet and why you meet them. Don't judge a book by its cover, but be realistic about when you open the book. Is it going to be something you enjoy? You don't want to open a book and find out, oh my goodness, I should have judged a book by its cover, but I've been told not to judge a book by its cover, but this time I should have. Because be realistic about who you meet and why you meet them. Be safe. Above all, be safe. But if you've been hurt before and you feel as though, another blind date, another opportunity, give it a go, because you never know. Count your losses, draw up all your reserves and give it one more go is coming through with August as well. Give it one more go, or just try something a different way. You never know, you might enjoy it. So that's August, guys. September. September 2024. Change in season as well, September. Ooh. We got some good cards for September. I'm going to like September. September's going to be an interesting month because you're going to finally find out exactly where you're headed, why you're headed there. You may not have the necessary tools to dig into it yet, but you know exactly where the information is that you need. You know exactly where it is to, you can pinpoint it exactly on the map where you need it to be in September. And it's showing up pretty good odds of receiving that. What you do with it or how you get it, I don't know, because Destiny's playing a hand in this one. Destiny's saying, look, I'm leading you there. What you do with it once you get there, or how you receive it, well, I don't know. But Destiny's definitely in its hands here. What's it say? View of the heavens. Destiny. Oh, whatever it is that you're seeing, whatever it is that you're being led to in September, you need to find it. You need to be there. It's the right place, the right time, the right spot. Everything has just been converging on this one particular area of your life, whatever that might be. Destiny is holding a part in that September. So September is a destiny month. It's saying, hey, the change is here. Whatever it is that you need is here. Whatever happens in September can lead you on to decades more, or it could be exactly the answer you're seeking. And there could be a partnership involved in this one. So how that might be, I don't know. It's a partnership, an agreement with somebody else for a particular thing, whatever that might be for you in September, because I don't know. Destiny comes through here. I don't know what it's going to be, but it should be good. Hopefully it should be good. But you might be in cahoots with somebody else. Well, the Destiny's in cahoots with somebody else and leading you to forge a partnership to receive what you need. I don't know. It's destiny after all. I'm not privy to everything. The Eight of Pentacles. Well, it's finally got an 8, guys. All your hard work's paying off by the looks. It's just brilliant. It could be a new job. It could be utilising skills. It could be going back to school. It could be using information, putting it all together to make the ending proper or appropriate, or achieving your goals because you've worked so darn hard at it, coming through here in September. So September is an open book, but it's all coming down to all your hard work being paid off, I think, is coming through here. So, October, is that right? October? October 2024. get through it and before my battery runs out. Ooh. It's an inevitable change. You are being asked to make a decision, and it's inevitable. The timing is right. You may not be ready for it, but the universe says it's the right timing. Take the opportunity, step through the threshold, step through the portal, whatever it is. Take the chance on something because the time is right. It may not be your personal time, may not be right, but the universal time is right. Does that make sense for October? So something definitely is the right time, and it's time to release your doubts. It's time to release your anxiety and to move forward into it. It's like taking a leap of faith. Comes through for some of us in October. It's time. Whether you're ready for it or not, the universe says it's time. So whatever that might be for us. So let's have a look at the clarifying card, please. Oh, September is the magic happens, and in October you take the chance on it. Could be that too. It's taking a leap of faith. It's just doing it because it's there. It's sort of the opportunity has been coming through. Somebody may say, "Hang on a minute, this is a bit silly. Don't do it," because they want a part of it. They want to win part of it, and they want to take all of it. But don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. This is yours, not theirs. This is your win, not theirs. They may have lost the opportunity. They may be thinking, this was my chance and I blew it. And you're getting the chance. Take it. Because they were too slow. They were too competitive. They were just wanting it for me. But you're wanting it because it's yours and it's waiting for you. So don't let other people put you off from taking this opportunity. Take a leap of faith because it's destined to be yours. Does that make sense for you in October? Take a chance on it. Don't let other people put you off. Okay, November. It's nobody else's business what you do. So long as you don't harm anybody, no judgment. Because it's all about personal power in year 8. Your personal power, your personal growth, your understanding, reward and balance and achievement. So long as it's realistic and doesn't harm anyone, it's coming from a point of love, I don't think you can go wrong. And it's time to shake up the status quo. So if someone comes along and says, hey, look, now this idea, I wanted this idea, it's mine. And I say to them, well, there's enough for everybody. We can all share. There's no competition here. I think that's what's coming through too with the year 8. There's no competition. Competition is not going to lead you to the best quality of life. It's the quality you want, and not necessarily the quantity, but the quality of life you want. And competition is good for everybody. It's good for the soul, and there's always usually enough for everyone if people can learn to share. So it could be a sharing year too, learning how to share. Remember the 6 of Pentacles comes through here with that one, didn't it? Autumn, a sea change, showing the way, yeah. November is a time of being led or being seen and knowing the way to go. Knowing the way to go. Even if it's far away, if you can't quite see it here, trust it. You will be led to where you need to go. You will be led to where you want to go. And it's a season change coming up too. Another season coming up in December, whether it's autumn, doesn't matter. I don't think this matters so much the month or the season itself, but it's coming through as a seasonal change, definitely a sea change. Trust that you'll be led to where you need to go in November. So November is looking for signs. It's looking for the light. It's looking and knowing that there's something better out there for you, and you seek and you shall find. start, build and they shall come. That sort of thing comes through here with this one. Taking a chance that you will be led to where you need to go, and in the right amount of time. Remember, the opportunity is there. It's the right time. You may not have all the details yet, but they are coming. You will find the way. And it's coming with the season change. So what was that? That was November? Yeah, that was November. Let's have a look and clarify that for November, please. Clarify November. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, time is right. Just a little bit more, perhaps more details. Maybe looking in darker spaces where the light doesn't shine. Maybe you can shine a light on a dark space, shine light on an idea, information coming through here. So it's almost ready. The universe is saying it's ready, but you might just need a little bit extra information or something like that. But you will be led to that, so led to the change. So don't be scared of it. Move forward with it. Okay, we come into the last month, December. What's going to be happening in December of 2024? December. 2024, please. December 2024. December. Putting your pennies aside for December. December is a saving month. Time to save some money. Time to do something in regards to a financial situation, or spending money that you've saved for the whole year. Perhaps it's time for you to indulge in what it is you've been saving for. Could be a time for travel. Could be a time for just enjoying what it is that you've worked so hard for. So December is the reward month. Buying yourself that extra special Christmas present or holiday present that you've always wanted and you've been saving so much for it. You're being rewarded for what you've done for the whole year. Don't listen to gossip, please, 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 please. If you're going to Christmas parties, social Christmas parties or whatever it is, please don't listen to gossip. It's nobody's business, and it always ends up like Chinese whispers. So there's a lot of chatter going around. Just let it go in one ear and out the other. Unless it concerns you and there's a bit of truth in it. Gossip doesn't just happen. There's usually a bit of truth in it somewhere. Find that if you want to. Otherwise, don't worry about it. So when you come to the office parties, when you come to celebrating at the end of the year, when you've finally worked out what it is that you've received and how much you're going to be using it or what you're going to be doing with it, don't worry about what other people are saying. They're just jealous, or, they want what you want, what you have, that they can't get it because they haven't worked hard enough for it, and they're seeing you being rewarded for it. Don't let them get under your skin, because luck is on your side, bringing you into the next year. Everything just seems to be falling into place because you've worked so hard. You've done a really good job. You've survived another year and you come out on top, and yeah, it's promising to end up really, really nicely. So the end of 2024 should be a very satisfying time for some of us and most of us, hopefully. Just don't let other people get under your skin. They haven't worked so hard, so they shouldn't be jealous, should they? They put a little bit extra effort in. They'd be sitting on the same sort of things that you are. Do everything in love. Love. The Ace of Wands. Perfect. Perfect. Because the end of December opens up so much more for the following year. It's just opening up opportunities after opportunity. Opportunity begets opportunity. Success begets success. So the more effort you put in, the more reward you receive. The more reward you'll be receiving further on down the track. The more you open up, the more motivated you are to start again, to bring things in. So the end of 2024 is the opening of something brand new, or the culmination of everything that you've put in already. It's going to be an epic ending. Epic ending. Yes. So hopefully that's given you some idea of what might be happening in 2024. So hopefully it all works out well for us all. So thank you very much. And until next time, everyone, so many blessings.